spitting, scratching, spraying, and spinning. Are you feeling okay? Maybe you should have someone take your temperature.
I'm just a rider. I'm just a rider.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Sanchez 1-on-4. She gets it back, trying to get it back to Gallegos. What a spin move. Her shot is blocked. She has it controlled, puts in the goal. Witt trying to set it, and she sets it over for Molly Harrison, pokes it over. Short set for Barrios, and her slam goes out of play. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5.
Burt and his broad jump, 99th percentile, all while being in the 96th percentile at weight.
Wow.
So
I know you just had a baby, so you were really into this percentile
I know about the
thing.
percentiles,
So you
yeah.
seem very comfortable with that, yeah.
Yeah, this.
Yes.
Ooh.
You may not see that $10 again, my friend. That woman does not like to fork over the cash.
I heard him say he'd pay you next Tuesday. So,
That's right.
I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First
so
of all,
I got to take notes.
We may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toys Show.
Oh, snap.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats, fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Welcome to another American River College Athletics broadcast brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the American River College Soccer Stadium. We've got soccer between the American River College Beavers and Skyline College Trojans. Should be a good one. Both teams coming in here hot. The Beavers are 4-3 on the young season. Their last game, they won at Clovis 3-2. That was on Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, Skyline with a win. They beat Folsom Lake College 2-1. The Trojans, 4 wins, no losses, and 2 ties on the season. They've scored 15 goals, allowed just 6. The Beavers, 17 goals, and they've allowed 13 on the season. So we're getting ready for action here from the soccer stadium. Nice day, a very pleasant day. And it's Stones McCoy to my left. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe. Willie Preston doing the PA duties for American River College today. Skyline is going to start with Jack Parker in the goal. Defensively, Alejandro Vizcarlo, number 2. Giovanni Contreras, number 4. Number 12 is Dennis Sanchez, and number 22 is Luis Rodriguez. In the midfield, they've got number 8, Daniel Alvarado, number 19, Oscar Gerdes, number 5, Dan Losagud, and number 17, Dane Pendleton. Pendleton with 4 goals on the season, the leading scorer in the lineup for the Trojans today. Number 10 in the front, Alexis Villanueva Zavala. He has 2 goals and 2 assists, and number 38, Aiden Moreno Valencia, concludes the starting lineup for the Skyline College Trojans. They'll face an 11 for the Beavers that has Jaden Chahan, number 1, in goal. In the back line, number 2, Aiden Fonseca, number 17, Francisco Galeana, number 23, Parker Benvenuti, and number 12, Michael Grimaldi. In the midfield, we've got Sultan Rahimi, number 16, Alberta Estrella, number 11. He's got a pair of goals on the season, does Alberta, and number 28, Ant Prasad. And in the front, we've got Irving Gonzalez, who leads the team with 5 goals. He is number 8. Number 24 is Roman Vasiliev. He has a goal and an assist. And number 15 is Jacob Collins for the Beavers. So that's the lineup they'll go against the Skyline College Trojans. Just about ready to go. We've had our national anthem. We've had, conversations with the referees, 3 of them out there. Now we've got the captains meeting with the 3 officials at midfield over on the far side in front of the scoreboard at the beautiful soccer stadium here, which we don't have any numbers up on the scoreboard yet, which is concerning because if we're going to go ahead and operate in a vacuum, I can go ahead and estimate 45 minutes as well as anybody else can. Or I can turn it on my phone right now and put it on 45 minutes. I don't know that that's legal. I don't know they accept that, but I can do it, no problem. And so now we're getting ready to go here as we captain's going to give the final instructions to their teams. Looks like we have a scoreboard malfunction that's come over from last night. And so we may be just, I think we're estimating we'll have the Stones Radio Networks. We've got so much cash on hand. We can go ahead and buy timers and watches and clocks and scoreboards. It doesn't matter. We'll just go down to Big Five and get us a couple of scoreboards and bring it in. And Stones will have it underway and have the info for you on your screen. So Jaden Shahan goes into one goal. Jack Parker goes to the other one. Skyline, as we said, 4-0-2 on the season. They won their first match against Woodland Community College 7-0. Since then, they are 1-3-5 and tied the other two, both scoreless ties. So they have been relying on the defense, as we said, just 6 goals allowed. And the Beavers, 17 goals scored in their 7 matches and 13 goals allowed. They are 4-3. I could swear, I thought they said 1-2-3 Skyline. It might have been 1-2-3 scoreboard. It might have been. You never know. At this level, it's amazing what they can come up with. Just about ready to get going here. Beavers will have first possession. Attacking down the left side. Beavers moving it around the back. Probing here on the right side. That's Jacob Collins, number 15. A couple of guys marking him, and there's going to be a foul called on the Trojans. So it'll be a free kick for the Beavers. Sultan Rahimi also playing on this side, along with Jacob Collins. Number 17 is Galeana in front of us, but they're going to reverse field and go down the left side and send it. Nice pass down there by the Beavers. Release coming in from the left side, but we might have an offside, and that is exactly what we have. So aggressive move by the Beavers starting off, but a little bit too aggressive. And it'll be the Trojans putting the ball in play. Reversing field all the way over to the right side, the far side here at Beaver Stadium. And there's a ball that's released. Only defenders around it, though. See if they bring it back into Shahan and let Jaden get rid of it. They do. He goes out right about midfield. Teams feeling each other out early on in this one. Trying to get it back. Here we go with Collins on the right side, but they're going to send it through. Well defended by the Trojans, and they've got a break of their own. That's Luis Rodriguez going after it in the corner. He crosses it, but defenders in the way for the Beavers. Some clever passing by ARC right there, but picked off by number 19. That's Oscar Gertis. Trojan throw in. And they've earned themselves a corner. It'll be from the left corner for the Trojans early on in this one. See if we can pick up who is going to take that corner. So it'll be a right-footed kicker, so it'll be an in-swinger. Number 8, that's Daniel Alvarado taking it. Puts it in there, knocked away by Shahan. Still controlled by the Trojans. all the way to the end line and put out a play by the Beavers. So good defense by ARC as Shahan got the corner away. Pass goes over the end line. That'll result in a goal kick for ARC. Everybody just kind of getting settled in right now. It'll be a Beaver throw in from the left side deep in their own territory. As the old conundrum of who's going to go pick up the ball seems to surface in every match that we cover. Trojans on the move from just on this side of midfield. Move it into the back line. Sending it down the left side. Well defended by the Beavers, parked it all the way back here into the back to Oscar Gertis. Now the goalie, Parker, way out of position, but his pass is handled by the Trojans. Defended well by the Beavers. Number 17, Francisco Galeana, pokes it back to Shahan. Sets a Beaver attack here, but well defended, and that ball will go all the way back to Jack Parker. Beavers putting it in. Galeana. Aggressive defense by ARC. Puts it in the backfield here. Picked up over here. I think this is number 26. That's Pineda. He sends it all the way down to Rodriguez. Pass in the box. And a shot, and it is in. A goal for Skyline. Left-footed in the 7th minute. So Alexis Villanueva Zavala gets his 3rd goal of the season in the 7th minute of this one and puts the Trojans up 1-0. They had been threatening in the first 7 minutes. Got the corner kick, which was foiled by Shahan, but then got the ball back into play. And a beautiful put away by Zavala with the left foot puts them up 1-0. Nicely done by AR to get the offensive here coming down the left side. The cross finds nobody on the other side, so it's defended by the Skyline College, but good try by the Beavers to get down that far, just had nobody to get it to, and here comes the Trojans with setting one over the top, well defended by Galeana, and it's going to stay in. No, it's going to be out, I think, and it'll be a throw-in. So number 17, Francisco Galeana with a nice defensive play. They'll get it all the way into Shahan. He is out of the box, puts it across the front of the goal. Saved by the Beavers. Sent out toward midfield and out of play. So the throw-in went back to the goalkeeper, and it was a risky proposition as the Trojans, with some good defensive pressure, forced him to go all the way into the deep left corner, and the ensuing kick went out of play. So it's a throw-in for the Trojans. Skyline leads 1-0. Zavala with the goal. They'll go all the way into the corner. Good defense trying to shield off the offensive player, and they do. It'll be a goal kick for the Beavers. So far, the Trojans kind of driving the action. ARC had one attack here just a minute or two ago, but had nobody on the other end of the cross. Going to get that one all the way back to Shahan. Makes Jaden move around for it. He's going to send it down the left side. Beautiful placement on that kick, but taken away by the Trojans, and the Beavers come and get it back. Send it all the way through. Beavers controlling here. Coming down the right, going to go left. Some clever ball handling down there. Put it all into the left corner. And there's another cross, but headed away by the Trojans. Beavers stick in there, but the Trojans come out with it. And they've got a nice give and go going. Beavers close it down, not well enough. They try to close it down again. Still in play and still in possession of Skyline. Reverses field all the way over here to the left. That's Rodriguez. Nifty move. He's open to the top of the box. Well defended. No foul called. So Beavers take it over. They'll go to the left side again, but closed out quickly by the Trojans, and they're going to take possession and come back on the attack. And a shot taken from about 30 yards that goes about 30 yards over the top of the goal. So that could have been a sticky situation for ARC. Ends up being a goal kick. And Jaden Shahan puts it back in play very quickly. So the Beavers have worked very effectively on this left side, on their offensive left side. But so far, the aggressive defense has been played more by the Trojans, and they're going to break it off again, trying to get it across the goal to Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes a shot, and that is over the top of the goal. So Rodriguez has been working this left side on the offensive end. He's been pretty successful at getting down and getting open. He had a pretty good look there, but it was just over the goal. Beavers play that short. They've been getting some really good defensive pressure from the Trojans. And Skyline ends up with it again. Trying to take it back to Beavers, and they did. They kind of crossed the line there. So the whistle blows, and it'll be a foul on ARC. Good kick for Skyline. About 15 yards on their half of the field. Zavala with the only goal of the game. He did that back in the 7th minute. That is our 1-0 score. Trying to look for Rodriguez again, and a pretty successful kick. Pineda going down the left side. Rodriguez controlling. Now a give and go to Pineda. He uses a clever offensive move, and he is fouled by Galeano. And he is still down. And Galeano is going to get the talking to by the referee. A little warning action probably. And he's going to give him a yellow card. So that's Francisco Galeano with the yellow card. And so it'll be a free kick here for the Skyline Trojans. About 25 yards left side of goal, or our left side. Let's see who takes that kick. Couple of different guys lining up. Pineda, no, it's not going to be him. Get deep right, well defended. Handled by the Trojans coming in, but couldn't control. So it'll be a kick for Jaden Shahan and the Beavers. And Jaden gets it in there quickly as they work that left side again. Trying to get there before the defense sets up. Nice ball handling by ARC, trying to get through there. Little pass, little give and go. Well defended by the Trojans, though, back in right back. And here come the Trojans again. They've got Rodriguez on the left side again. He was onside, and he's got a pretty open look. Closed down. Here come the Beavers defenders. Moves to his left, trying to get it. He's got a guy in front, and that's a goal for the Trojans. Rodriguez back across goal. Wide open. Number 7. Number 7. We don't have a number 7 on the roster, so Mysterious number 7. No wonder he wasn't being marked. He didn't show up in the roster, but it's a goal nonetheless, and it's 2-0 now in favor of the Trojans. A beautiful play by Rodriguez to leave it for him. That'll be an assist for Luis, his second on the season. So 2-0 here. So 2-0 here in minute 14. Trojans have been on the offensive, and they're trying to send one to Rodriguez again. That one is defended by the Beavers, and Collins is going to come out with it. Jacob working the right side. Poked away, gets it back, under pressure. Passes it to Parker Benvenuti, gets it up front. Beavers with numbers on the left side now. They're going to send it all the way down that left side. The cross comes across. Here comes the Parker out to poke it away. Nice try by ARC, but Parker got to it before the designated receiver could. But there's a good defensive play by the Beavers taking it away. And a shot, and Gertis is going to come out and poke that one. It'll be a deflection. It should be a corner for the Beavers. So Oscar Gertis, number 19, with a deflection. So Sultan Rahimi with that shot after a really nice pickoff. He picked the pocket of the Trojan, went in there and gave the shot, but Gertis deflects it out, and we're going to have ourselves a corner for the Beavers. That's headed out of there by Gertis again, but poked back. Urban Gonzalez took the kick for ARC. Nice defensive play by the Trojans, going all out to steal the ball, but the Beavers get it back. That time it'll go off ARC, so a throw in for the Trojans. So Skyline, very impressive on the offensive end, very impressive, aggressive defensively. They've got themselves multiple chances and have converted 2 of them. First one by Zavala, the second one by the mysterious number 7, who we'll figure out who that is. Give him his props. Again coming down, nice defensive play by the Beavers. It's going off of the Trojans, but comes back into play. And we're going to have a throw-in for ARC. I think or no, there's a foul called, so it'll be a kick. Couldn't tell if that was a foul or just out of play. So Shahan's going to come over and take the kick. Goes down the left side, but too far left, and it'll be a throw-in for Skyline. That's one of those ones like you see in a football game with the punt, where it goes out of bounds. You don't know where it is, and the referee just keeps walking up further. But the Trojans get it about midfield. Well, they keep walking in soccer anyway to throw it in. Defended well by the Beavers, but the pass to Collins. He makes a move to get by a defender, and he's going to lay it up here. Collins coming behind. He's got it, comes back in. A nice pass, but a little bit too strong, and it's cleared out by the Trojans, and now they are going to have a number, but that's cut off by ARC. Nicely done. I think that's Galliano with the play right there. Gets up to Estrella, who tries to work through, but it's taken away by the Trojans. Rodriguez and mysterious number 7. Good ball handling to get it back to Rodriguez. He's looking for somebody, but nobody ahead of him. He flips a little pass forward, but his teammate couldn't get to it, and it's well defended by the Beavers. They cut it off and take possession. And all the way across the field for AR. Reversing field quickly and getting it up the left side. That's Parker Benvenuti in the middle. Going to lay one down the left side. Again, the Beavers running to it. It's defended well, but they've got possession. Let's see if they get it back to the middle. Still on the left side of the box. There's an attempt at a cross too high in the air, and Parker comes out and takes it. Just a little bit too high, allowed the goalie time to get in underneath it. And he'll set it all the way out here to Luis Rodriguez on the left side at midfield. Pineda coming all the way down the left side. He's got it, goes back. A little give and go, but Pineda couldn't go after it, offsides. So the ball goes over the end line. So again, Skyline trying to manufacture something with the give and go here down the left side with Rodriguez and Pineda. But this time it goes out of play. Trojans now working their right side. There's Lee Shahan's going to come out, and the shot is going to ricochet off, I believe, a ARC defender, so it'll be a corner kick for Skyline. That time Shahan came out very risky out there to get in front of the ball, and the kick went off one of his defenders. Alvarado took the shot for Skyline. So Michael Masalam is going to be taking the corner kick. Make that Pineda. Wasn't a starter, but he came on very early. He is out of San Mateo. Puts it in front of the goal. Gertis got the head on it and just over the top. So Oscar Gertis, the midfielder out of Hamburg, got the head on it, but it was over the goal. Exchange of headers ends up with the ball deep in the Beaver territory. They run it down. Try to set up that left side again, but it's well defended by the Trojans. It's a Skyline throw in. They lead 2-0 in this one. Looks like we got a couple of substitutions coming in for the Beavers. Looks like Gianni Bowling, number 3, is coming in, a freshman. Ali Rashid also in the game, number 10. So Bowling and Rashid enter for the Beavers, both freshmen. Rashid is a forward, Bowling is a defenseman. Pineda and Rodriguez have been working this left side, and they're doing so again. Luis is going to send it down the left side. He's got a guy there, and it's out of play. Could have been trouble for the Beavers. It's a good thing it was out of play. Throw into a little too far. Parker Benvenuti working the midfield. Galeana's going to send it deep down the left side. It's going to be out of play. It's a little bit too far. About halfway through this first half, 2-0 for Skyline. Beavers have had a couple of chances, a couple of crosses, but not really able to get a shot on goal yet. They have possession here. They're going to send it. Gertis is on the defense. It's off him and rolling in toward the end line, but Skyline with control. And we're going to get a foul, I think, on the Beavers. And I think it was the scream of pain by the Skyline player that alerted me to the foul. So we have a yellow card coming up That's Irvin Gonzalez for the Beavers, so he's got the yellow card. Dominic Dimech is the injured player, the offended player. So the yellow card on Gonzalez, the second yellow card so far in this game. Back to Jack Parker. The goalie's out of Aragon High School in San Mateo. Here he's going to send. He had two players over here that were open, and so he put it right between them, right in the middle of them. So neither one could get there, and it ends up with Galeano throwing it in for the Beavers. A little bit short on the throw and taken away by Rodriguez, and he gets by two. He's coming, breaking through. He's got a player on the other side. Gets it through. He's still open now. The cross is a little bit too high, but it will be controlled by Skyline. The right wing, there's a cross back. Hit out there by the Beaver defenseman, but still controlled by, there's a shot on goal, but I think Shahan's going to be able to go down to his right on the ground to get that one. So Luis Rodriguez with another shot and another takeaway, this time by Pineda. He's going to send it goalward. Ricochet in there for another goal for Skyline. In the 25th minute, now 3-0. There was a couple of good plays right there. The cross, then it was bodied by a Skyline player, ricocheted back to the eventual goal scorer. Makes it 3-0. So just a relentless offensive attack by the Trojans, showing why they have yet to lose a game this year. They have the two draws. Both were scoreless. It's hard to understand now. They'll be bringing in some substitutions. Luis Rodriguez is going to go out. He's been very impressive in the first 25 minutes or so. So Gerardo Murillo is going to come in. And also Kirayo Biasan. And the third substitution is Sebastian Anguiano. The Beavers trying to work that left side again, but the numbers for the Trojans. And it'll go back to Jack Parker. Curtis has been in there, a defensive stalwart, the whole time. Beavers have a bunch of guys in one area, but trying to move it back to trying to reverse it. There's a foul on Skyline. It'll be a free kick for the Beavers here. About 35 yards away, maybe. Got a whistle. We've got another yellow card. Trying to find out who, on number 32, who just got in here. That's Sebastian Anguiano. So free kick coming for the Beavers. We'll see who's taking that kick. Number 12. That's Michael Grimaldi. Sails it up, almost hits. Might have gone off. I thought it went off the Skyline defender, but no, that's not the call we're getting. So I must have been mistaken, or he was. Probably me. And Parker will put it in play. Taken away by the Beavers. That's a good chance, but Parker comes over and closes it down. Great job by the Beavers to take it away one-on-one, but Parker comes in and couldn't really get a clean foot on it. So Parker's going to get it out of there. And that's taken away by the Trojans. They're coming in. The new guy, Biasan, has it. Being run down by Galeano, but he maintains possession in the box, and he'll put it out in front about 20 yards away. Mysterious number 7. Going down to the turf Skyline, but there was no foul on that one. The Beavers come out with some nifty ball handling, some good defense. Let's see if they're going to send it. They got somebody down the right side here, but they send it down that right side. Some very physical defense by Pineda, and he puts it out of play. That's Ali Rashid, who was hopefully on the receiving end of that one, but Pineda pokes it out. 3-0 in favor of Skyline. Estrella sets it in motion, and they're going to try that left side again. It's going to be 1-on-3 now, and cleared out, and he kicks it all the way to Orangevale, so we might have to wait for a ball to come back in. But if you're going to clear it out, go ahead and clear it out. Heavy touch by the Beavers, taken away but taken back by ARC. They're going to send that one all the way back to Jaden Shahan, who's out of the goalie box, about 25 yards from goal. Mawan Safi also in the game for the Beavers, number 20. As they continue to work that left side. Trying to find a hole in the Trojans' defense. That's Ben Venuti. And that one is sent by Skyline. Chahan is way out of the box, and he's got it about 40 yards into the field of play. He sends it down the left side. So crisis averted right there, and let's see if the Beavers can put together an offensive attack. So that's Ali Rashad with it. He sends it in. They've got in the middle. There's a shot taken, but it'll sail a little bit too high. So that's Australia. Alberto Australia tried that one, and it kind of took off a little bit on him, went well over the top of the goal. So it's 3-0 still. Jonathan Fuentes about to check in for the Trojans. Beavers also going to make a substitution. Looks like Ben Benuti might be coming out for the Beavers. And number 27, Alberto De Leon, is going to enter for ARC. De Leon's in the game. It's a long ball by the Trojans. Beavers defending it, going to get it back to Shahan. He's got a little pressure on him. He gets away from it. All the ARC could do right now is getting the ball out of their half and trying to formulate an attack, because it's well defended at every level by Skyline, and that one poked away. ARC retains possession. They send it up this side. Nicely done by Pineda to poke it out of play. He was trying to get it to Ali Rashid. So De Leon enters it to Sultan Rahimi. Give and go on the left side, taken away by the Trojans. Now they're going to put it down the side, nicely defended by the Beavers, but I think that might have been a handball. So I think we'll get the call over there for a handball, and it'll be a free kick for the Trojans, about 10 to 15 yards on their side, or into the American River side. So we're in the 34th minute here, 3-0, and a free kick for the Trojans. Mysterious number 7. I saw him earlier in the game before he scored, and I said, I looked on the roster and no number 7. It won't matter. Number 7 won't do anything. He's all over the place. It's incredible. And he'll be putting the ball in play here. Let's see how he chooses to do so. Down low and easily defended by the Beavers, but poked back to Oscar Gertis at midfield. They're going to send that one looking for Biasan on the left side, but he well away from it, and Shahan controls. Going down the left side again. 2-on-1. Beavers maintain control, though. Well done. He's leaving out for the teammate who had vacated that spot. ARC getting another try here. Deflected and poked away by Skyline. And out of play. Let's see what they're going to rule throw in for Skyline. Substitution for the Trojans coming in here. Looks like Turnin Me comes in. It's a forward out of Hillsdale High in San Mateo. He will enter, I believe, for the first time in this one. Number 14, Jacob Dania, out of South San Francisco. So he is in the game for the first time. 3-0 for Skyline. About 40 minutes into this one. Beavers have had a couple of attacks down that left side, but haven't been able to really get a shot on goal. Estrella took one out here a couple of minutes ago, but it was well high. And here comes Skyline again. Ali Rashid with it. Tries to get rid of it, but it's picked off by the Trojans. He was under heavy pressure, 2-on-1. Safi trying to defend. Here comes Biasan. Across front of goal, and it's deflected away by a defender. Nicely played there and cleared out. So the two people on Skyline are really handling the ball a lot, number 7 and number 9, the two that we don't have on the roster. So it's not like we're trying to, shortchange them or anything. I think we're going to have another foul on the Beavers here. And the Beavers are saying, I got the ball. And the referee is just going, well, I'll take that into consideration, but it's a foul anyway. So Giovanni Contreras is the player who was fouled. And Parker will take the kick. He'll keep it in his own half, at least to begin with. Gertis with it, number 19. Impressive defender out of Hamburg. Beavers putting on a little bit of pressure. Parker comes out, just gets that one away. A nice header, and Biasan's going to get that one coming down the left side. He's marked by Beaver defender, goes very strong touch, and that will be, I think, out of play. Yes, it will. So it was a tremendous cross after it was over the end line, but it was out of play, and Jahan will put it in play and quickly get it down to Rashid here on the right side. Immediately a defender comes over. That defender was Fuentes. Rashid on the right side, looking for an outlet. He'll go backwards. Slashing through on the left side. The Beavers now going to the corner, trying to get the cross. Can't do it. It's taken away. Trojans clear it out with a strong kick, but it'll go all the way down to where there's only Beavers, and it looks like they'll probably send it back. No. Safi controls, keeps it in play. Another try down to that left corner. Beavers on the receiving end. They try to cross it again, but nobody there. And it is knocked out of play, and we'll end up with a corner. So corner kick for ARC. They're going to come out away from goal and then lay one. We got a deflection. See if it's saved. No, it isn't. We're going to have another corner kick for the Beavers. So Michael Grimaldi taking the kick. He sends that one toward the goal. And just over the head of everybody there, cleared out but controlled by ARC. Let's see if they can get a shot out of this. They'll take one, and it's deflected, and it just misses on the left side. Parker was leaping to his left. The ball was deflected, went back to the right. It just missed the right side of the goal. It'll be another corner kick for the Beavers. Estrella with the kick. So another corner kick for Grimaldi in the left corner. Left foot from the left corner. Sends it out toward goal again. A lot of air underneath it. Headed back by the Beavers, but poked away by the Trojans. Now Beavers control about 25 yards away. They take a shot. Deflected by the defenders and cleared out of there. Curtis's kick is not cleared, and they're going to send it out to the left wing. Sent goalward, but deflected again by the Trojans, and they make a heroic effort to save that one. But I guess it's going to be a corner kick again for Grimaldi. So another try for Michael Grimaldi from that left corner. Beavers trying to get the first goal as we enter minute number 42, and there's a lot of air into that one, but nobody on the other end. And it is a little wide. They got a head on it, but it was a little bit wide. So it will be a kick for Parker. Sultan Rahimi with the attempt on goal off the corner kick by Grimaldi, but it was a little bit wide to the right. Beavers moving in again quickly into Trojan territory. There's a nice pass down the middle. Kicked over to the right, but just a deflection there kept it from getting to its target. But again, an errant pass by the Trojans. There's a shot on goal, and it's a little bit wide to the right. And that will be a corner kick for the... So that's Irving Gonzalez taking that one. It was deflected and missed to the right, so they will be a corner kick from the right side now. Let's see if Gonzalez also takes the corner kick. He will. It's short, and there's a cross that's headed out of there by the Trojan defenders. And they've got numbers here as they lay one up front, but here comes Shahan way out, and he makes a move and can't get it, and that's Biason, number 21, who has it. Nobody in goal. He tries to get in there. It's headed out of there beautifully by the Beavers, and Shahan is back in position. So good cover by the Beavers as their goalie was well out of position, and they've now come up with possession. And they send one. They've got one down the right side here. That's Rashid. He's one-on-one with Gertis, loses it, gets back up, retains possession. Gertis pokes it away. Beavers again, nice pass into the middle. Good move in there. They just couldn't get a clear shot, but they get one from the left side, and it's out of play. So a lot of action here, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard for the Beavers, who still trail at 3-0. as we're nearing the end of the first half here from Beaver Soccer Stadium. Beaver's defenseman going to get it back to Shahan. Jaden. That pass comes all the way to midfield. It's controlled by ARC with a little mini break. A give and go into the middle. Heavy touch ends up with the Beavers, and they send it down the middle, but unfortunately just the back line of the Trojans there. Strong defensive play by Gertis, and that's going to be a foul called. So it'll be a free kick for the Beavers here with time running out here in the first half. They quickly put it into play, trying a little give and go. Nicely done by ARC. Pokes it out to the left side. A cross on, nice shot on goal actually as Parker got his hands up and got that one. Excellent shot, that being Gonzalez from the left side. And quickly the Trojans are on offense, and they're going to send one way out here. They've got one offensive player, 3 defensive players, and it's poked out by the Beavers. Biason going to try to keep it in play. No, he lets it roll over the out-of-bounds line, and he'll throw it back in. So Pineda has it right in front of us here, left side. Ends up with it again. Gets past the defender and then poked away, but retained possession by Fuentes. A reverse field. Beavers a nice, nifty little give and go. Come back at midfield. They've got open to the right, and that's where they're going to come. Just a little bit too strong, but it's going to end up Rashid gets a foot on it. It's cleared all the way back to Jack Parker for the Trojans. Another nifty give and go by the Trojans. The shot on goal is going to get deflected, and Shahan's going to come and pick it up. Beavers coming in down the left side as they have all half. Looking for someone to release it to. From the wing, puts it up there, but Parker will pull it down. And that is the end of the first half. So a tough first half for the Beavers here. It's ARC Soccer Stadium. 3 goals in for the Skyline Trojans. They lead it. Skyline 3, American River nothing. We will be back for the second half in just a couple of minutes. We thank you for watching American River College Athletics on the Stones Radio Networks. Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Sanchez 1-on-4. She gets it back, trying to get it back to Gallegos. What a spin move. Her shot is blocked. She has it controlled, puts in the goal. Witt trying to set it. She sets it over from Molly Harrison, pokes it over. Short set for Barrios, and her slam goes out of play. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5.
Burt and his broad jump, 99th percentile. all while being in the 96th percentile at weight.
Wow.
So
I know you just had a baby, so you were really into this
I know
percentile
about the
thing. So
percentiles,
you
yeah.
seem very comfortable with that, yeah.
yeah, this
Yes.
Ooh.
You may not see that $10, my friend. That woman does not like to
Well,
fork over the cash.
I heard him say he'd pay you next Tuesday. So,
That's
right.
I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First
so
of all,
I got to
we
take notes.
we may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toys Show.
Oh, snap.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Sanchez 1-on-4. She gets it back, trying to get it back to Gallegos. What a spin move. Her shot is blocked. She has it controlled, puts in the goal. Witt trying to set it. She sets it over for Molly Harrison, pokes it over. Short set for Barrios, and her slam goes out of play. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5.
Burt and his broad jump, 99th percentile, all while being in the 96th percentile at weight.
Wow.
So
I know you just had a baby, so you were really into this percentile
I know about the
thing.
percentiles,
So you
yeah.
seem very comfortable with that, yeah.
Yeah, this.
Yes. Ooh. You may not see that $10, my friend. That woman does not like to fork over the cash.
I heard him say he'd pay you next Tuesday. So,
That's right. I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First
so
of all,
I got to take notes.
We may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toys Show.
Oh, snap.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
And we are back at the American River Soccer Stadium for the second half of the match between Skyline and American River. The Trojans lead at 3-0. We've cleared up some of our identity problems. Number 7 is actually Dane Pendleton, the midfielder out of Prospect High in Campbell. He has 2 goals in this game to go with the 4 he had before this one. Number 9 is actually Jelani Phillips, the sophomore forward from San Mateo High School in San Mateo, and he picked up an assist on that second goal. So that figured that out for us. And we are ready to go here with the second half. 3 yellow cards for the Beavers, 1 for the Trojans in this one. And there was a little grab right there that got away. And here comes the Beavers. Number 2 is Fonseca, sends it toward the goal. Poked away, and Parker's going to get a shot at it. And we're going to have a foul on the play, or offsides actually on the play. So it'll be Parker, Jack Parker in goal. So Pendleton with 2 goals. Zavala had the first one for Skyline, who comes in here 4 wins, no losses, 2 ties. Zavala and Jacob Diania handling the ball on this side, and it goes off of Dane Pendleton. Vasiliev working it for the Beavers, but taken away by Pendleton. He sends one down the right side. Defensive close by ARC and put out a play. It'll be a throw-in for the Trojans. Just getting started here in the second half of this one. Trojans with the 3-0 lead. So Ethan Sullivan is the new goalkeeper for the Beavers. So the new goalkeeper takes over for Jaden Shahan. Beaver pass picked off. They sent it quickly, but it's deflected by ARC and sent all the way back to Ethan Sullivan. He's a freshman. So Fonseca working the left side here. Also Michael Grimaldi on this left side as they reverse field and go down the right side. Sullivan puts it in play and niftily done as the Beavers maintain possession at midfield. Now they'll work the right side. Well defended by the Trojans. Gets over the corner, little cross right there, but Parker comes out and takes it out of the air. Nicely dropped in there by the Beavers, but Jack Parker, too active back there, was a little bit too close to the goal, and he was able to come over and grab it out of the air. Physical play by the Beavers, take it away, and the Trojans come back and put it out of play. Aiden Fonseca will throw it in, the freshman defenseman. That's Irving Gonzalez gets it back. Gianni Bowling in the back, working with Fonseca. Pressure on Bowling. Fonseca down the left side. A little sliding tackle by Pendleton. I think he's going to be called for foul. He didn't mean to do it. You could tell in his face, was very contrite. So it'll be a free kick. It was taken by Alberto Estrella, the sophomore midfielder. He will keep it close here with Fonseca in the back, and Aiden's going to send one across, and it's poked away by the Trojans, but closed down by the Beavers, and they'll end up with possession down the right side. Release it back, take a shot there, a cross from way out there, but two Beavers chasing it into the corner. Can they save it? And they do. Gonzalez now with it. All the way over into the left corner, Fonseca with the cross. Parker again comes out and gets it. Almost a receiver on that cross, but Parker gets in the way again. Estrella with it. That's Grimaldi on this left side. Sending it down to Vasiliev. Goes in the middle. Gertis pokes it away. And here come the Trojans. Lays it out for himself on the left side, but too far out of play. Beavers just trying to get one goal. They trail 3-0. They've had chances, they've had crosses, but nothing really that have threatened. Jack Parker back there. Another throw in for ARC, coming down that right side. Bowling sends it down the left side. Controlled by ARC. Fonseca with it. Gonzalez on Fonseca, and then they get it back to Gianni Bowling. And they'll reverse field to go back to that right side. Estrella in the middle, controlling things. Closed down by the Trojans defensively. Estrella jumps on it, retains possession. See if they can get it. Fonseca over here. But it's Bowling in the middle. Taken away, and now as Gertie sees got a guy on the right wing. He's going to have a clear shot unless the Beavers can close it down. Here comes Sullivan, pokes it away. Nicely done by Ethan Sullivan. Zavala was the one who got out there. Beautiful pass by Gertis. Zavala had the one-on-none, and Sullivan came out and deflected it out of play. It'll be a corner kick for the Trojans. So Ethan Sullivan getting his first taste of action. Got a lot of action right there and was up to the task. It'll be a corner kick for Skyline. So Daniel Alvarado will be taking it. Right-footed kicker from the left side, so it's an in-swinger, and it's poked out of there by the Beaver defenders. But taken back by the Trojans, and they've got a chance to get it in front of the net. Defended, taken back, and defended again. And we're going to have a foul on the Trojans. So the Beavers a little bit sticky wicket in there for a little bit, but they end up with the ball, virtue of the foul on Skyline. Trojans looking for their fifth win, of the season. Beavers doing the same. That one's going to come all the way out here. Fonseca ends up with it. Well defended. Eventually taken over by the Trojans. Cross, Sullivan is in there for a goal. So number 8, Daniel Alvarado, scores the 4th goal for the Skyline College Trojans, and they lead it 4-0. Beautiful cross right there, beautiful pass, and assist by the Trojans, and Alvarado in front of goal pokes it past Ethan Sullivan for the 4th goal of the game. Luis Rodriguez on the assist is what we're thinking up here from the left side. A real big part of the offense in the first half, Luis Rodriguez. We're number 22 out of San Mateo High School. So 4-0 now. And ARC will put it in play. Fonseca working the left side, trying to poke it out to Grimaldi, and it can't get there. Well defended. And then Pendleton lays it up for Zavala, and he pokes it all the way back towards Sullivan, who gives it a foot. A lot of air underneath it, and Grimaldi's on the receiving end. Micah takes it away. Well done. Puts it in the middle of the pitch. Ends up with Pendleton, though. And they're going to send another one down there, but well defended by Bowling, and we're going to have a offsides. Offsides on Skyline, so it'll be a kick for ARC. Sending it deep, maybe too deep, and defended well by the Trojans, keeping the Beavers from getting a foot on it. And it'll be a goal kick for Jack Parker and the Skyline Trojans, who lead this one 4-0. Oscar Gertis on the back line, controlling it, getting it back out. Vasiliev trying to put a little bit of pressure for the Beavers in the back here. But Gertis gets out there and it's deflected by ARC. It'll be a throw in for Skyline. I think we had a problem with the throw in, according to the side ref. So we'll get it back over there, as the Trojans were on a full-out breakout here with Zavala. Substitutions coming in, it looks like, for ARC. Parker Benvenuti comes back for the Beavers. Beavers pass is deflected, and it will be a goal kick for Jack Parker. Hotly contested, but it'll end up with being a throw-in for the Beavers. And we're going to have a foul on the Beavers. 3 Beavers yellow cards in the first half. Number 9. That's Dan Anu. So that's the 4th yellow card for the Beavers in this one. Anu is a sophomore forward, wearing number 9. And he's called for the infraction. So it'll be a free kick for Skyline. Little conference by the referees to talk that last one over a little bit. Seven in white, that's Pendleton being called over. I just had a nice little chat, talk things over, see how things were going. Take the temperature of the room, that kind of thing. Ends up being a free kick for the Skyline Trojans. It finds its mark in the middle of the pitch. Laid out there, but defended well by ARC. And they'll send one out here, see if they can connect on a long one. Vasiliev trying to get it, but nicely defended back in the back line by Skyline. Dan Lusaged was the defender. Here's a shot, but deflected by the Beavers. Estrella ends up with it to Onu. Turns around, he's going to take a shot, and it is in goal for the Beavers. Dan Anu, who does a tremendous, and I hope Stones Radio Networks had the cameras rolling on that super backflip that we just saw. But Onu drills one in there from about 20 yards away and puts the Beavers on the board. It is now 4-1 in favor of Skyline. 61st minute for Dan Anu. He picks up, we believe, his first goal of the season. And is now 4-1 for the Trojans. A little foul on Skyline there against Johnny Bowling, and he'll put it in play. Trying to set one up right down the middle. Gertis on the defense. And Beavers lose possession. They get it back with Ono on the right side, and his pass is a little bit behind the intended recipient, so it'll be a throw-in for Skyline. They're going to do it quickly here. I like that. There's about 3 or 4 balls over there on the side. He just picks up one. He feels like it. I like that. Gives it a kind of a carnival atmosphere. A long throw in by Skyline. Eventually controlled by the Beavers, and I think a foul is going to be called on the Trojans, so Beavers will get a free look at it. And they'll try to send it down to Vasiliev again against Gertis, but Oscar's up to the task. But Vasiliev almost got it taken back. I think he might be called with a foul. Let's see. So Vasiliev is going for the foul. Is this one, I don't know if he's getting chippy or just a lot of aggression out there. Chippy aggression is what I call it, which is my nickname, Chippy Aggression. Long ball by the Trojans and finds the Beavers on the other end, though. Nifty footwork by Skyline on that left side. Finds its way out front, come all the way back to midfield. Beavers trying to get out of the danger zone, taken back by the Trojans, and they're going to cross it from the left side, and Sullivan will end up with it. Well defended by 2 or 3 of the Beaver defenders against one Skyline offensive player. Under pressure, ARC. Back to Johnny Bowling. Grimaldi calling for it here on the left side. Nicely handled by the Beavers there, and they still maintain possession in midfield. Tried to get it to the left side, but it was deflected by Skyline and eventually controlled by the Trojans. And off of them, I think that's Pendleton down there who was not able to control it. Got a substitution coming in for ARC. 2 coming in. Vasiliev will be one of the players going out. So 26, that's Jack Mary coming in. And Mustafa Farouz comes in. Maybe the first time today. So here is Skyline on the attack. Defended but retained. Rodriguez gave it a shot. It's on a play. Michael Masalam comes back in for Skyline. He's a sophomore defender out of El Camino High in Daly City. Beavers on the attack. That's Benvenuti who lays it out to the right side, and they've got an attack coming 2-on-1. Cleared out to the top of the box, but nobody there. I think that's Phillips who makes the play to get it out of there for the Skyline College Trojans. And they send it changing direction. Bowling trying to get a foot on it, can't do it. Now he sticks in there and gets it, but it's deflected over here on the right side. And the Trojans have it. Pendleton under control. He goes to the goal, headed away by the Beavers on a fine play that sees ARC get possession, but well defended right there by the Trojans. And Mary tries to leave it, but it's poked out of play. Number 14, that's Jacob Dienia, who put it out of play for the Trojans. And that one went into the parking lot, so somebody's got to go get it. Stones? No? Okay. Willie? No? Okay. No volunteers when you're needed around here. And Fonseca will throw it in. Down the left side, well defended as Mary tried to get on it. He's going to deflect it out of play, so it'll be a throw-in deep in the corner for Skyline. And that one's out of play. Number 15, that was another Phantom player on the roster. Bowling's pass handled by Parker Benvenuti. Ends up a throw-in for Skyline. Skyline up 4-1 in this one. Dan Anu, the only goal for the Beavers, back in the 61st minute. Another substitution coming in for Skyline. Jelani Phillips is back in. Errant pass almost pulled in by the Beavers. Let's see if we might have a foul call by our referee, our head ref. And we do, on the Beavers. They have 4 yellow cards in this one. 1 for Skyline. So Oscar Gerdes with it. He'll send it down to the left side. Left wing headed in there by Skyline. They're going to ask for offsides and get the offsides. The intended recipient of that header was offsides. Trojans on the attack. Pendleton leaves one down the left side. They're asking for the offsides, and the shot is just across the face of the goal and wide. As no offsides was called, but the shot by Rodriguez, another shot by Rodriguez, number 22, a little bit wide. Ethan Sullivan, the goalie in the second half for the Beavers. Jaden Shahan started the game for ARC. So Sullivan will put it in play. We are in minute number 71 here from ARC. It is with the header. Gets it over here to Masalam. He's under heavy guard, but gets away. Comes down the right side. A deflection. Beavers turn around, but I think it's going to be a corner kick for Skyline. See who goes over there to take it. So that's Pineda. Brendan Pineda will take it. The freshman out of Aragon High and San Mateo. Left-footed kick from the right side, so it'll be an in-swinger, and it is headed away by the Beavers, but right away the violation called by the referee against Skyline, so it'll be a kick for Ethan Sullivan. Well, Brendan's not a bad name. I'm not saying they should have named him Brendan. I'm just saying Brendan Sullivan's a good name. Skyline backline closes off in that pass and immediately gets on the attack here down the left side. One-on-one in that corner. Poked away, and the Beavers are going to, let's see if they get possession. Now we're going to have a foul on the play. As a yellow card on Ali Rashid. That would be 5 yellow cards on the Beavers in this one. See if we have get the player back on his feet who was fouled. Still attending to the player on the field who was fouled. So Pineda is the player that is down. And he's now up with a little bit of assistance and limping off there. So hopefully he'll be all right. And it will end up being a free kick from the left side, about 30 yards from goal for Skyline. So Abiason going to come back in for Skyline. Let's see who's taking that free kick. So Kyrios Biasan comes back in for Skyline, for Pineda, we would imagine. So it's Alvarado taking the kick, Daniel Alvarado. A nice-looking kick right at Sullivan, and Ethan handles it. So he went direct on Ethan Sullivan, and Ethan was up to the task. And he lays it out for the Beavers to start the offense, which they do by going all the way down the right side. 1-on-2. Taken away by Skyline. Grimaldi with some defense on here. We got number 14. That's Denia back here. He sends one down the right side to Pendleton. Dane Pendleton with a couple of goals in the first half. Gets the return pass. Tries to go around the defender, and the foul will be called as Pendleton is face down, motionless. No, he's fine. So they put it in play, and Denia has it here on the right side. Gets it to Pendleton again, back to Denia on the right side. He's going to cross that, but it's deflected out of play by the Beavers, but it will be a goal kick for Skyline. Corner kick for the Trojans. You're going to send, looks like Pendleton maybe over there to take it. That's going to be Biason to take it, the newcomer. He is a freshman from San Mateo, and he'll take the corner kick here with the score 4-1 Skyline. So Leonardo Giannoli is going to come in for Skyline, and the Beavers are going to send 3 new players in. So Sultan Rahimi comes back in. Nathan Garcia also in for the Beavers. Cleared out by ARC on the very low corner kick. Retained by Alvarado. He sends it toward the goal. Controlled by... Oh, that's a goal for Skyline. 77th minute, goal number 5 for Skyline. Number 25, Michael Musalam with the goal. So Musalam gets the 5th goal for the Skyline Trojans. They lead it now 5-1. Thought the Beavers had that one cleared out, but not so lucky, and Musalam had it. And his strike was into the right corner of the net. More substitutions for the Beavers. We've got about 10 minutes to go in this one. Looks like Colton Schaefer's coming in for the Beavers. I think that Safi might have come back in, and number 7 is Damon Ford. So he is on the pitch for the Beavers. So Dominic Demech comes in for the Trojans. Jake Mary back in the game for the Beavers. And here they come on an offense. Down the right side. Going to come back into the middle. One on 3. Beavers trying to use a little physical, and then more physical are the Trojans. And that one is out of play. It'll be a throw in for ARC. Gabriel Carrillo also in for the Beavers. Bowling's going to set a reverse field on that one, way over to the right side. Foul on the Beavers. So some new faces for ARC, as we mentioned. Damon Ford in the game, Colton Schaefer in the game. Gabriel Valadez Carrillo in the game. Good defense by the Beavers to maintain control here. Carrillo changes direction, reverse field. Now they'll go down the right side. Well defended by the Trojans, and they regain possession. A lot of people hitting the ground here in the last couple of minutes, and a foul called on ARC. Looks like Alex Lopez is getting ready to check in for Skyline. And Jonathan Fuentes. We enter minute number 81 here. An errant pass is picked off by the Trojans. See if they try to work this right side. They've got Demech working the right side, but it's right down the middle and defended well by ARC, and they're going to strike back. That's Rashid with it. Finds its way to the right side, and the deflection out of play, so it'll be a throw-in for ARC. Skyline maintaining possession. Well defended by the Beavers and poked away. She's going to let it fly. 1-on-2. Beavers in possession. It's deflected. Now the Beavers still on it, though. Get it all the way back here to Ford. Ford's pass is deflected out of play. (5-1) in this one. Pendleton with 2 goals for Skyline. Bowling sends it all the way back. That's Anj Prasad with it. Salamanca tries to get it in there, and he'll come back and try to get it back, and he does. That's Obed Salamanca, and he is fouled. The freshman. So free kick, it looks like it'll be Nathan Garcia taking it for ARC. Sophomore midfielder. Lays it up and almost got the header on it for the Beavers, but sails out of play. So it'll be a kick for Jack Parker in goal for Skyline, who will improve their record to 5 wins and 2 draws on the season. Beavers will fall to 4-4. So Lopez comes in, Fuentes comes in. As we said, they were waiting, and they got their chance. Deep ball from Skyline, defended well by the back line of the Beavers. That's Gertis. He's got it uncontested. He'll lay one up here. A little bit too far right, a little wide right, so it'll be a throw in for ARC. Nicely played on the right side by the Beavers, but well defended then by Skyline. Masalam working this right side of the field for Skyline. They get it back to Oscar Gertis in the back. Foul Skyline. Beaver free kick here, deep in their own territory. Going to let Sullivan do the honors. Finds his target down the right side, but out of play. Anthony Alada entering the game for Skyline. Freshman from San Mateo. Come on for Masalam, it looks like. That was just like grabbing a guy by the shoulder and knocking him to the ground, I think is a foul. In most games, in most sports it is, and this is no exception. Yellow card to somebody. So Sultan Rahimi with the yellow card. That's half a dozen yellow cards for ARC in this one. And then we're going to have a foul on Trojans. So a very sloppy ending to this one, and it's been sloppy all game. If you're a fan of the Beavers, they went down early. We're down 2-0 in the 14th minute. Dan Onu has the only goal for ARC, and they are currently trail at 5-1. Salamanca with it. Raimi moves it out to the right side. Closed down and taken away by the Trojans. We've got a man crossing from the right side. If they can get it to him, there they try to, and he can't handle it, and he is out of play. He's offsides. Guess there was a reason why he was so wide open. It's because he was offsides. Here's Damon Ford right in front of us, coming down the left side. Tries to go around and has it poked out of play, so he'll get the throw in. He's going to leave it for Salamanca to throw in. Obed Salamanca, who has an assist on the season so far. Ford is knocked over, so it will be a free kick for the Beavers from about 25 yards away on the left side. Minute number 89 for this one. Trojans 5, Beavers 1. See if Garcia takes this one. He does quickly. He gets it in play, but too quickly for the referee's liking, so he'll have to do it again. He had a guy releasing. So Garcia and Salamanca are the two that are gathered around the ball. Nathan took the last one, so we'll see if he tries this one. And there goes Salamanca down the left side and going to the middle, but Gertis knocks it away. Gets it out to Alex Lopez, whose pass is well defended by the Beavers, or it would have been trouble. And ARC takes it away. Pass up here, headed out for Skyline with a nifty play right there, but Skyline a little too strong on the touch, and it'll be a goal kick. And it might be, as we're going to have a yellow card. As the Skyline. That's Alada, who was going down the right side, and a little heavy touch, and as it went over the end line, he just shoved the Beavers player, and he got himself a yellow card. So that is unofficially, and that is Damon Ford, who was the fouled player. So that's unofficially 8 yellow cards in this one. That one was a pretty easy call. Yeah. I mean, it made a nifty move. Alada made a nifty move to get by one defender and just was too heavy of a touch, and it went over the end line, and he just shoved the nearest player. And Ford is still down there, but he is sitting up. Got the training staff coming out. So Alberto De Leon returns to action, or replacing Damon Ford, who is being attended to. He's being stretched out, it looks like, which is a good sign. Maybe it's just a cramp or something. So we got 1 minute extra, and here's Sullivan putting it in play. And that was a massive foul right there. As if you climb over someone's back, it's a foul. I'm pretty simple. I'm not really conducting soccer clinics, but maybe I can conduct foul clinics. Sending it to the left. It's a 2-on-1 situation, and beautiful pass. Sullivan in goal, and it's in there for a goal. To the left of Sullivan. That's 35. Alex Lopez on a beautiful assist, and that is the 6th goal for the Trojans, and that will be the end of this one. And the game ends with a 6th goal by the Trojans. Final score, Skyline 6, ARC 1. The Trojans improved to 5 wins and just 2 ties on the season. The Beavers fall to 4 wins and 4 losses. That's all from Beaver Soccer Stadium. Trojans get the win. On behalf of Stones McCoy and myself, Mark the Phantom Lowe, we thank you for watching ARC Athletics, presented by Stones Radio Networks, and we'll see you next time.